Not great, fantastic, having the best day ever. Cool, I like that. Magical, even better. I'm all about it. My name is Tony, I'll be your driver today. We have a real good time out here for all 2 weeks of our adventure. That's right, all 2 weeks of our adventure. That's 14 days. So hope you guys went to the bathroom first.
No.
Brought a change of clothes. Although there's no showers on the way. That's okay though. We're heading off into the Little Aturi Forest. If you look over your right hand side, see the animal with the striped legs over there? That's called an okapi. Now the okapi, I know it has little striped legs like a zebra, but it's actually close related to the giraffe. See, we have little ossicones on its head like a giraffe too. Now that animal was so shy they weren't even discovered until about 1901. But like not that one directly, but it's like its great grandparents. If you look on top of the hill to your right hand side, that bird up there, that's called a saddle-billed stork. I know, wow. You guys are so excited for the bird, I love it. Now that bird actually stands about 5 feet tall, fully grown. Gets that name for that yellow saddle on its beak.
Daddy, I just told ya. Daddy, I just told ya. Daddy, I just told ya.
Now it's kind of hard to see from here, but if you look directly in front of us behind the bamboo, way back there on top of the hill, there's a light brown animal up there. That's called a greater kudu. See that light brown animal up there? That's a greater kudu. It looks like a female. I don't see any horns on its head. They're actually the second largest antelope in Africa. That dark brown one over there, that's actually called a bongo. Now bongos, they're kind of the ghosts of the forest because they hide out so well. They have camouflage special markings. Blend it with everything. I'm going to take us out towards Safari River, or hopefully if we're lucky, we'll see some hippos. I hope you guys love hippos as much as I do. A lot of times you see hippos kind of pop up out of nowhere. They're really great swimmers, so a lot of times the only thing you'll see is like some bubbles, and all of a sudden, hey, it's a hippo. Let's see. Look for any bubbles in the water. Let's see if there might be some on the other side over here. There's a hippo a little further up there. Look way out there. See its little like boulder-shaped body. Over there on your left on the island, those are called pink-backed pelicans. You get that name because their backs turn pink during mating season. Here's a hippo on the side over here on the left. Some more over there on the land area over there. Kind of like a big conga line coming out. Now hippos can actually hold their breath underwater for about 7 or 8 minutes. Really cool. Oh, look at that. Those are Nile crocodiles over there. Now Nile crocodiles, you can tell they're crocodiles from their pointy ears now. They can actually hold their breath underwater for 2 hours.
Crocodile.
Wow.
About 2,000 pounds of bone-crushing force those y'all. So with them looking that hungry and us looking this delicious, let's go ahead and get out of here, away from those crocodiles, into more open land, away from water. I'm going to take us to a more open savanna. Before we get there, if you look at this giant tree out here in front of us, this is actually called a baobab tree. A baobab tree, their nickname is the upside down tree because it looks like they grow with their roots in the air. Upside down. That's not the case at all. They've only got leaves on top of them for about 3 months out of the year.
Baobab tree.
That tree can actually live about 2,000 years old. Really cool. I come around the Savannah overlook. Some say it's the best view of the entire Savannah, so feel free to take some pictures, family photos, take some selfies, whatever you like. I'm all about it. Whatever you youngsters do, you whippersnappers. Oh yeah, Snapchats, forgot that's a thing. Oh boy. If you look around you, the Savannah is actually formed by the animals that live inside of it. So animals like the elephants, they actually like to knock down trees, leave leaves on top of them. And the giraffes like to eat the undersides of the trees. It makes more light in the ground, kind of opens the area up. And with more light, lets the grass grow. So the zebras, other antelope type animals, they like to eat that grass. Now be really, really quiet, really, really quiet. These animals on the left over here, these are painted dogs right here. They're actually the most efficient hunter of mammals on the planet. Now those spots they have, they're actually unique to each one of them. That's how they identify each other. They're known for their 4 toes. Their name in Swahili is umbwa, umbwitu. Now the way they hunt, it's awesome. One will actually chase the prey pretty much into a trap because the rest of them will be waiting for it. And they'll all trap it and eat together. Because Ohana means family.
I thought it would be like sunglasses.
Now looking around you, these huge cones coming out of the ground here, these are actually termite mounds. The termite mounds in drier savannas like this get to only be about 8 feet tall, and in more tropical savannas actually get to be about 30 feet tall. That's a lot of termites. And they have a pretty intricate tunnel system that goes above ground and underground too. They're made of clay, soil, dung, and dirt. Really cool. See that animal up there with the big horns? That's called an Ankole cattle. See it way up there on top of the hill, those gigantic horns. There's like 2 of them up there. Now, Ankole cattle, in certain parts of the world, they're actually seen as a status symbol. So the more of them you have, the more wealthy you appear to be. Those horns are actually going to be about 6 feet long, but they're actually hollow, not heavy at all. They have a honeycomb-shaped blood vessel system inside of them. Helps them regulate their body temperature. This little small brown guy over here, that little one by itself over there, that's actually my favorite animal in the entire reserve. That's called a springbok. Now that little guy right there, 3 feet tall from shoulder to ground, can jump 10 to 12 feet in the air vertically, as high as a basketball rim, whenever it wants to. It does something called pronking, where it jumps up and down a lot to help fool its predator to think there's more of them than there really is. Those little gray guys over there, those are wildebeest over there. Now wildebeest, they travel in some of the largest migrating herds, hundreds of thousands each year up and down Africa. Looks like there's some giraffes crossing the road over here. Now of course this is their home, so if they want to cross the road, we'll wait. Whether it be 20 seconds or 20 years, whatever. Same thing.
Isn't that cool right there? Look at the There are more up here. Why didn't you see the ones over there? Oh yeah.
Look at the one coming out of the tree.
So of course, we're just gonna hang out, let it do its thing. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Now a full-grown giraffe can actually grow to be about 20 feet tall. Now with an animal that tall, its baby's got to be really big. A baby giraffe's actually 6 feet tall when it's born. It took me like 20 years to be 6 feet tall. I'm jealous. See on top of their heads those little ossicones, little false horns, just like that okapi we saw earlier.
Right here, Abigail, look.
It's always an interesting time out here in the reserve. Anything can happen anytime. If you look over to your left-hand side, let's look for some mandrills. We have a monkey out here in Africa. Sometimes you won't see them until they make the slightest movement. Let's try this. Look to your right-hand side. There's a huge elephant over there. You really didn't see that big elephant over there? Now, I'm going to assume it's probably a male elephant because it's by itself. Usually males are kicked out of the herds when they're about 13 years of age. They only rejoin the females for procreation needs, and then once that's complete, they are off on their own again because the females kick them out because they don't want them there. Hey, look, an old bridge. Now this is the bridge I think it is. This bridge was actually built in 1971. Now it's been fixed since then a few times. It fell apart. One time it just fell in half. But luckily I was there to fix it. I used some Gorilla Glue and some duct tape. So we should be good. Sounds like the bridge is hungry. Let's not feed it. Let's get out of here. Monday, let's go. Come around the corner here, I see some little tusk marks on the red clay pits. Might be more elephants nearby. Let's look for more elephants. Anybody know what elephants are not a fan of? Bees. Even the sound of bees, they don't like it. Maybe they're as scared of bees as I am. Now, we actually found out through our conservation efforts and research, and we use that information to help them out in the wild. Because unfortunately they were being killed out in Africa, not because of their tusks, but because they were destroying crops. So we told the farmers, instead of killing them, just put some bees around their crops. So they tried that, and what happened was the elephants, they were like, no thank you, I don't want to be anywhere near those bees. So they walked away, they were alive and happy. Farmers have honey, more income, and their crops never destroyed, so basically everybody wins. There's those ankle cattle on the right hand side, those big horns. A lot of times you see elephants putting mud on their backs. They do that because they sunburn fairly easily. It's kind of like putting on sunblock. And over here on your left-hand side, those are greater flamingos. They're actually the biggest flamingos. They get to be about 9 pounds. Flamingos are so cool. I love flamingos. Now we're heading off to the eastern savanna here. Where I see a pretty big mud pit over there. There might be something really big nearby. So keep those cameras ready. If you look way out there to the right hand side, I see some rhinos out there. Look out there to your right. Make sure you guys stay seated back there, please. Let's see if I can get a better view around the corner here. Now out here in these parts, it's been known to be cheetahs around here, so let's see if we can find some cheetahs. You guys see any cheetahs around here? Cheetahs, kind of big cat, a lot of spots. Can run about 60 miles an hour. See any cheetahs? Look behind that rock. Oh, look at them over there, kind of laying down. How about that? Unlike other big cats in Africa, cheetahs don't roar. They actually make more of a chirping sound. Blending with the birds makes it easier for them to hunt. Over here in front of us on the left-hand side here, these are called Kopi rocks. They're actually quite commonly seen over here in Africa. The animals use them to help see ahead. Over here on our right-hand side, that's an ostrich over there. Ostriches. Hopefully we can drive by nice and quietly. They actually run about 40 miles an hour.
Did you see that ostrich? Look, right there.
Over there on top of the hill, that's called a bontabak over there. There's actually two of them. Now bontabaks, in certain lights their fur actually appears to be purple. It's actually very close related to the wildebeest. There's another white rhino out there and some zebras. We'll get a little close to them in just a sec here. Looks like there's some lions over here on the left side on top of the rocks there. Looks like a male lion over that huge mane over there. Looks like two females up there with it. Now males usually spend a lot of time sleeping. They're only active for about 4 hours a day. It's usually the females do most of the work, all the hunting. You can tell which one's a male and female by that huge mane on their neck. Only the males have the huge mane. Come around the corner here, I see a bunch of little burrows. Might be some warthogs nearby. See over there, those big furry rocks over there sleeping? Those are warthogs. Kind of hard to see sometimes. Those are like big hairy rocks. Over there to your left hand side, another ostrich, large flightless bird. Those must be the ostrich eggs right there. Gets me about 3 pounds. Now, these zebras over here, these stripes they have, they're actually unique to each one of them. Kind of like how we have our own fingerprints, they have their own set of stripes. And there's that white rhino way back there in the background. White rhinos get to be about 3,000 pounds. They're found in more open savannas. They're known for their wider mouths. I want you guys to look above your heads at your animal spotting guide as we head into the Magadi Glen. I want you to look for an animal called a scimitar horned oryx. Scimitar horned oryx. Now, scimitar horned oryx actually gets its name because its horns are shaped like scimitar swords. Now, much like everybody else, they like hanging out in shade, so let's look in the shady areas. If you look way out there to your right hand side, way back there, you see one kind of laying down back there. See it way out there to the right. Now, the coolest thing about them is they can actually raise their own body temperature to 116 degrees to keep from overheating. Really cool animal. Now, it looks like our journey's coming to an end, but that's okay. Hope you guys had a good time, because I know I sure did. Come check us out again real soon, because every safari is a little bit different. The animals always make sure of it.